This video is brought to you by Dibl. More about them later in the video. I'm going to write a book on my old iPhone 7 in 1 week or delete it all and start from scratch. Now, can I accomplish this mountainous task, or would I be wasting my time and straining my eyes for nothing? Let's put it to the test. Let's get the rules out of the way for this challenge. Rule number 1, my book must be at least 25,000 to 60,000 words to be considered a full-length book. Now, according to various online sources, a book can be pretty much any size, but are generally considered a full-fledged book if it's 100 to 200 pages as a minimum. Rule number 2, I must complete the book within 1 week with no wiggle room. Number 3, I have to write the entire book on my iPhone 7 with no exception. To be clear, this is only a first draft, but I still want to write something passable, so I'll have my writing mentor, Jeannie DeVita, to audit my work and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Jeannie will be the outside party who will ensure I produce more than lip-sum placeholder text or any kind of gibberish. Also, she'll make sure the book is complete and not just another work in progress. Now, realistically speaking, I'm going to have to produce at least 3,600 words per day to meet the 25,000 word minimum. It's going to be a tall ask as it is, because it typically takes me about 2 to 3 hours to type out that much each day. Add the complexity of writing on my phone, that might have tacked on even more writing time. That is, unless. Just so you know, I have no idea what I'm going to write about. Legit, I want to do it all on my phone from ideation to finished first draft. And since I don't know how well I'll interact with my phone, I need to strategize before I dive into things. I have 3 ways to attack this. 1, typing, texting, or swiping. 2, a Bluetooth keyboard. And 3, voice dictation. Now let's find out the fastest method for me to complete a book in 1 week. I used a typing test online to determine how many words per minute I texted and typed. For voice dictation, I used a timer in Dibl to provide the word count. The results aren't entirely indicative of what I can do, because let's face it, writing actual content tends to be a bit more unpredictable based on mood or inspiration. For texting, I did 33 words per minute, for typing, 58 words per minute, and for voice dictation, I was the most efficient at 148 words per minute. My first day was filled full of just trying to figure out that idea. And I would recommend that if you're ever kind of finding yourself at a bit of an impasse, that you can't figure out how to move forward, sometimes the best way to do it is have a chat with some people that you might know. See if they could kind of bring something out in you. Like, what do you know? What is one strong suit about you? Why don't I write a book about networking for authors? I think this is a skill that every author should definitely consider putting into their little toolbox. Even if I don't write anything for the rest of today, which I'll probably do at least an outline on the phone, I will still be leagues ahead, because now I feel inspired. Now I'm excited about this idea. Since I've missed most of my word count today, chances are it's going to roll over to 4,000 words. Day 1, it's in the record books. I've got a 0 word count, but at least have an idea of where I'm going. And should something change, I'll do an update here and we'll slip it in right after this. All right, this is day 2, and I have just officially started the writing. I did all the outlining yesterday, so now I've got to kind of make up for lost time. One of the challenges that I faced today was I used texting to kind of go through things. There were a lot of mistakes because my thumb hits the wrong spot, or autosuggest takes over and just pops those things in there. I am getting used to it, but I have to tell you that my eyes are kind of getting strained from this. I'm going to end up doing another session later today, and I'll report back when I do. It is day 4. You probably noticed I skipped day 3, and it's for good reason. It was one of those days that just got out of control, and to be honest, I didn't think I was going to sit down and write. Now, on day 2, I think it was, I was doing the texting, and I have to admit to you, as soon as I was done with the introduction, it was about 1,500 words, I was done. That was it. For the night, I was just cooked. For whatever reason, that took a lot of energy. If you plan on doing this, I would anticipate that you want to build a little bit more time into it, unless you're a really good texter. Me, I sometimes get the wrong letters, and it just got messy. Last night, I sat down to do my 15 minutes of daily journaling, and I just reflect on my day. And after I was done, I felt a sense of emotional release that felt good, and I felt a little like, oh, I'm curious. Let me just let me check out my Bluetooth keyboard. So I went ahead, turned the Bluetooth keyboard on for my phone. Wow, way better. First of all, you don't have that entire keypad in the way, so then it opens up the entire Word document. With it being such a small screen, you need every last bit of real estate that you can get. It was so helpful. I am telling you, I was cranking out words. I was just testing it out, and next thing I know, I finished an entire chapter, and it was about a little over 3,500 words. A little longer than what I would have liked it to have been, because if I continue at this rate, it's probably going to be about 35,000 words. Yeah, today's day 4, and I haven't wrote a single thing. There is a lot at stake, because I'm going to tell you, with the content that I've already written so far, if this gets deleted, it will crush my soul. I probably would not even redo the book. I wouldn't even reconsider doing the book. It is this good. I feel so confident about it that losing it right now is just not in the cards. I'm feeling pretty confident, and I should be able to get at least another 3,500 words out tonight. Day 5, and I ended up doing roughly about 1,500 words last night, but I just got done doing a live writing sprint over on my channel, and that right there was about 2 hours of work, and I got roughly about 2,500 words. I'm not gonna lie to you that there's a little bit more pressure and a little more stress that I'm feeling, and a slight bit of anxiety, because that means that I know that my weekend is pretty much cut out for me. I'm not going to be able to do much beyond that. And I think that's where a lot of my anxiety is coming from, because I really want to have the freedom to kind of go out and do that. But here I am doing this 7-day book writing challenge, and I want to make sure I stay on track, and I want to actually complete this, especially now this book is really just picking up some great steam. Okay, we are on day 6, and I'm actually coming up here to my workstation that I normally use. You'll notice I took a selfie stick, and I actually put my phone right up here on this tripod. So that way, all I had to do was just take out my Bluetooth keyboard and work this way. I'd actually used this whole setup yesterday during the live writing sprints to actually show people what I was doing at the very same time. Now, during the broadcast, so people didn't have any confusion, I made sure to turn it over into portrait mode as opposed to landscape mode, because I know it would probably be confusing. Some people probably thought I was just writing on the computer if I did it this way, so I did it the other way. It was a little more complicated. I went and took a look at my word count, and right now I'm about 6,700 words away from the minimum 25,000 word count that I put on myself. We're definitely going to go past that 25,000 word minimum, but the issue is right now is I've got these 5 chapters to complete, and it's not like I can just go in there and just phone those ones in. It wouldn't make for an official book, and since Jeannie's going to be vetting this, she'll be able to see through my horse shit. She'll know that I will be phoning it in, and so she would call me on it. And I don't want to get busted on a technicality. It looks like I will probably get a little closer to about 35,000 words when it's all said and done. So that means I got roughly about another 15,000 words that I need to do in the next 24 hours. It's a little nerve-wracking now. We're getting down to the deadline. So with that being said, I'm just going to jump into work and see if I can bang out another chapter to 2 chapters tonight, leaving me for about another 3 to 4 chapters tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
For the duration of this writing process, I've leaned on Dibl Create. Picture a world where your projects flow effortlessly, where collaboration knows no bounds. Now, welcome to Dibl Create. Dibl Create isn't just software, it's your creative engine. Seamlessly collaborate with your team in real time, turning ideas into reality. Meet Kip, the Dibl Create AI assistant and mascot. From crafting summaries to interactive chats, Kip supercharges your workflow. Custom fonts, styles, and layouts make your project uniquely yours. Export effortlessly and work offline, ensuring productivity on the go. Unlock your potential with Dibl Create when you visit my affiliate link at daylinks.com/Dibl Create. Redefine how you work today with Dibl Create, where creativity thrives.
Day 7, I'm going to say that I finished out day 6 quite marvelously. I did overcount the number of chapters I had. I actually only had 4 left. I ended up doing another 2 last night, and then I did 2 today. And it put me somewhere north of about 20,000 words. Now, I haven't quite beat the challenge just yet because I need to get somebody to validate that. So that's why we're going to be bringing Jeannie DeVita in to make sure that I didn't just do a bunch of copy paste type stuff or any kind of other shenanigans, because I want you, the viewer, to feel confident and trust that I actually did all of this on my iPhone 7. I'm going to say this, that I didn't touch voice dictation one time. My biggest reservation in doing voice dictation partway through the project was changing the way that I was writing the book, how I was producing the book. And I feel like when I express myself verbally versus how I express myself through my fingertips is completely different. I'd almost rather start a project with voice dictation and finish it with voice dictation as opposed to intermingling that. So I found out real quick that texting really sucked. So if you plan on doing that methodology, it's rough. It is absolutely rough, especially the predictive text sometimes and the auto correct. It's just, get yourself a good Bluetooth keyboard. I find this actually really, really useful. So if you're finding yourself kind of lacking the technology, then consider using your iPhone. Texting can be a little bit of a headache. Just be prepared. It's going to take probably a little longer, or going with the Bluetooth keyboard. I highly recommend it, especially if you're already a typer.
Did I check in with you on Tuesday, October 3rd and submit the manuscript before 12 a.m. Eastern Daytime on Tuesday, October 10th?
Yes, you did.
Did I produce a manuscript over 25,000 words but under 60,000 words?
Yes, absolutely did.
Did you find any lipsum placeholder text or discover any discrepancies that would indicate I didn't complete the book?
No, absolutely not. It all was fresh, original, and really sounded like you.
Is this a workable rough draft, and would you consider this book completed?
It is a surprisingly polished first draft, and absolutely, this is a book I would take, do a little cleanup and a fine sweep for transitions maybe, and absolutely take this out there to market. I was shocked reading it.
Well, there you have it. I successfully wrote a book on my old iPhone 7 in 1 week, and
if you clicked on this video because you are hoping to hear how to write an entire book in one day, you're in luck. I'm going to tell you that. I've done it.